Let us do the tarot reading for the week ahead. This is going to be the final week in August. So August 25th through the 31st. We're going to give these a nice shuffle here, and we're going to give it a try now. Okay, let's head on down. What do we have? Let's see what we draw. What are we going to get? Let's see, we're going to draw the one for the beginning of the week. What's going to happen at the beginning of the week here? Show us the beginning of the week. What to be mindful of. What to be mindful of at the beginning of the week. Oh, a bunch of stuff have come out here. I think it's going to be in this little pile here. I think it's the first one. I think it's the first one. Put those back. Put those back. Okay. That is the beginning of the week ahead. Now, what about the middle to the end of the week? The last week in August. What is the middle to the end of the week? Oh, something just flipped inside of the deck. Okay. Get that in there. Okay, and then lastly, the weekend ahead. What does the weekend bring us? What is something we need to be mindful of this weekend? What do we need to see for this weekend ahead? The final weekend of August. There it is. That one almost flipped out as well. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So for the beginning of the week, we have the Knight of Pentacles here. As you see, this amazing person right here riding the knight. I mean, this a knight riding this green, lovely horse. Okay. So this can indicate. Take a look here. Being efficient with your work, putting in a lot of hard work and dedication. It can indicate that there's some sort of action that is swiftly moving, that could be a little bit, like you really have to just ground yourself and be responsible for some of the actions here. Now the thing is also, a lot of the hard work that you put through, maybe it's a very, very positive thing that will be coming into your life. A lot of the rewards that you have put into your work have finally starting to come into fruition here. This can be, it can be usually pentacles being money related, but it can be general with life or work or any sort of situation going on within your life. And as long as you're waited, you've been patiently waiting for this opportunity, and maybe finally now that at last the moment has come that success will finally arrive here. So it is a lot about the hard work and being you basically saying you are responsible for that hard work, and that's a very, very positive thing. But also to just be mindful of some of the actions in accordance with that. Okay, so for the middle to the end of the week here, this is the one that flew out inside of the deck as well. So this is the Empress. Take a look at her. Okay, so the Empress, this is also another card of a growth as well. Good rewards are coming into your life, bringing things into fruition. So it certainly sounds like whatever things you are bringing into your life or manifesting or have been working hard at within your life, it's starting to come into reality. It's starting to finally show signs. And this is a very nurturing card as well, where now that things are really starting to grow, it's like they're finally being fulfilled. You're finally starting to see a lot of the growth there. A lot of the perhaps creative work that you've been doing, also very, very positive sign here. Now this is a kind of a feminine card here. It could indicate very femininity in some sort of way, whether it be with some sort of relationship or marriage, or even kids or pregnancy even. So it could it indicate a lot of positive motherly figure type energy. So very, very positive card as well to really guide you. And let's see what the weekend brings ahead. Okay, so the weekend, our last weekend in August, we have here the Ace of Cups. This is new feelings, spirituality, really a lot of your spiritual gifts may be opening up. As you can see, there is an eye here. There's an eye here looking in front of this cup here, as perhaps some very positive things maybe on the way, because this is an ace. It is like the beginning of something very, very good also. New beginnings. When it comes, usually it could be emotional in nature, start of a new relationship or the beginning of love and happiness. Perhaps if you're, maybe a lot of this stuff is really starting to work out. Maybe this is more of a love type situation if you find yourself in that sort of situation. And if you already are in some sort of relationship, it could start to represent perhaps a more solid ground is starting to be formed, or there's going to be more positive things in that realm, and that's going to be this weekend. So it certainly sounds like there's going to be a lot of positivity coming this weekend, or this week in general. A lot of things that you've been working hard for, finally things are starting to make sense. Finally, you're starting to see all of the hard work that you're putting in come to fruition here, and perhaps there's going to be some sort of new positive growth, and it could be with love and relationships this weekend, whatever the case may be. So it looks very, very good for our final week in August.